doing? Hope you're doing good. I'm so happy to be here. So, if you're watching us for the first time, welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome back to my channel. And if you just subscribe to the channel, I really want to say a very big thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. God bless you. I want to say a quick thank you to my friends, family, supporters who have been staying glued, who have been staying consistent, supporting this channel, watching, liking, commenting. Oh my God, I see the love and I just want to say thank you so much. If you're just watching us for the first time, my name is Uche. I'm a mom of two boys, live in England, United Kingdom. Married to an amazing man. I'm a businesswoman. I'm a workaholic. I'm the fourth out of five siblings. I'm an Igbo girl from Anambra State. I also got married to an Anambra man. Anyways, I only just realized that this is like my first sit and talk video, and I'm really excited. I'll be doing this type of videos once in a while. I opened this channel back in 2023, but due to some unforeseen circumstances, I couldn't continue. So we've only just resumed back on this channel, and be ready to see consistency, be ready to see lots and lots of video. I try to drop new videos every Saturday or Sunday, basically because I know lots of people are like home during the weekends and they can like take out time to watch. Without further ado, I'm just gonna go straight into this video. I'm gonna be telling you the questions to expect when you go for your US interview as a family and as an individual. I have done both, hence the reason why I'm making this video. First question on my list is, what is your relationship? My husband told them. And the second question was about my child, and they asked if it was our child, and we said yes. The third question is, what is your reason for travel? So you have to give them a tangible reason for travel, like an itinerary, something that you've planned, an event, an anniversary, wedding, whatever you've planned. You have to give them like a tangible reason why you want them to give you the visa. The fourth reason on my list would be, how long have you been in the UK? I really think that matters as well, as they want to know how established you are in your residential country. They want to know if you have like enough reason to want to come back to your residential country. The fifth question is, how did we come into the UK? These questions were first of all directed to my husband, because we came into the school, and when they asked, the next question they asked after that was, what did you study for your master's? My husband told them, and they asked him, what do you do now? He told them. They also asked him, how long have you been in your current role? So my husband studied data science for his master's and is currently a data analyst. Next question after that was, how long have you been in your current role? He told them. They asked him, how much do you earn annually? How much you earn annually can also play a big role, as they would like to know if you earn enough to want to stay back in your country. Because I realized most of the reasons why they ask you these questions is to know if you actually want to run away or if you like plan to come back into the UK. Next question after this was, because my husband's salary was increased in 2024, then they asked him why it was increased. And another question after that is, my husband's parents live in the US, so they asked him if he has like any family members in the US, and he said yes, his parents and his sister. And they said, how long have your parents been in the US? We told them. Where do they reside? We told them. They also asked an important question, which is, have they filed for an immigration for you in the past? Have they filed for you to come to the US in the past? They haven't, so we told them no. So the next question after this was, do you have any siblings in the US? Yeah, that was when he said, yeah, he has a sister in the US. And they said, how did your sister migrate to the US? So that can also play a big role, as if you have a family member that migrated illegally, maybe through visiting, or maybe asylum or something like that, you should be really careful, as that can affect you. That can really, really affect you, because they're just going to imagine that you want to go through the same route. How did your sibling migrate to the US? We told them because it wasn't a problem. She went there legally. So they asked, have any of you been to the US before? We said no, because we haven't. Do you have any other children? No. And then they turned to me and they asked me my questions as well. They said, okay, I can see you have a business here in the UK. I said yes. And they're like, you launched your business in March. I said yes. And they asked me, how did I get the money to launch my business? That was okay. I told them how I got it. They asked me, do you have an employee? No. I run my business myself. Another question, have you been denied a US visa before? I was denied a US visa before my interview, but that was like 5-6 years before that interview. So it was a long time ago. So it looked like I wasn't really desperate. I feel like if you had applied like so many times, got denied so many times, that would like brought up a red flag, because they'll be like, this person seemed desperate. But because I applied like 6 years ago, before 2024, they're like, okay, she's not really desperate about going to the US. And then the next question after that was, what were you doing before you started your business? Which I told them I was a customer service advisor and I had to start my business due to childcare. How long did you work at your previous job? I told them. That was basically the questions they asked. And I think it's about 23 questions. These questions were like very easy to answer, because we did not fabricate any story. We just went as we were. Everything was real. Everything was legit. So it was easy for us to answer. Even when they threw these questions at us, like we're not prepared. It was, we didn't rehearse anything, but because they were real life, we're really, really honest with our application. Everything was easy for us to answer, so that was not a problem at all. So if you're going for a US interview or you're filling your application form, please and please and please make sure you're as honest as you can be. Everything needs to be real. If there are any, like, if you feel like this information is going to affect your application, it's better you don't put it. Or even if you put it, you have enough defense to like back it up. So that's what I'm gonna say. So I'm gonna go to the next one, which would be going for a US interview as an individual, not as a family. So going as an individual, you also need to prove that you have family ties in your residential country. You also need to prove that you have like a job, you're financially stable, you're going for a reason, you're not just in there for nothing. You have to like show that you're going there for like, I would say maybe an event, or you're going to visit family. As an individual, the questions you should expect would be, number one, what is your reason for traveling? That would always come up. What is your reason for traveling? You tell them your reason. Are you married? You tell them yes or no. They're going to ask you that. Have you got any kids? They're going to ask you that. What do you do? What kind of business do you do? Where do you work? And your husband, where does he work? How long have you been in the UK? How long have you been married? They're going to ask you all those questions. Those were the questions they asked me as an individual. I feel like you should just make sure you have enough ties with your residential country, because everybody's story is different. I just want to put it out there. I'm not a US consular. I've never been a US consular. I've never worked in an embassy, but these are just like questions that I feel like you should expect based on my own experience. It's usually similar. That's what I found. It's usually similar. Anyway, thank you for watching my channel today. If you've not subscribed, please, please, and please help me subscribe, like, share, comment. See you guys next week. Da, da, da.